It is good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength, and whosoever loves much performs much, and can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done. Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high. Then life seems almost enchanted after all. I don't know anything with certainty, but seeing the stars makes me dream. I try more and more to be myself, caring relatively little whether people approve or disapprove. If you hear a voice within you say, "You cannot paint," then by all means paint, and that voice will be silenced. I dream my painting and I paint my dream. The beginning is perhaps more difficult than anything else, but keep heart, it will turn out all right. There is nothing more truly artistic than to love people. In spite of everything I shall rise again. I will take up my pencil, which I have forsaken in my great discouragement, and I will go on with my drawing. I am always doing what I cannot do yet, in order to learn how to do it. A great fire burns within me, but no one stops to warm themselves at it, and passers-by only see a wisp of smoke. I would rather die of passion than of boredom. The fishermen know that the sea is dangerous and the storm terrible, but they have never found these dangers sufficient reason for remaining ashore. It is looking at things for a long time that ripens you and gives you a deeper meaning. I put my heart and soul into my work, and I have lost my mind in the process. I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all my heart. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? Great things are not done by impulse, but by a series of small things brought together. Exaggerate the essential, leave the obvious vague. Though I am often in the depths of misery, there is still calmness, pure harmony and music inside me. The heart of man is very much like the sea. It has its storms, it has its tides, and in its depths it has its pearls too. If one is master of one thing and understands one thing well, one has at the same time insight into and understanding of many things. It is with the reading of books the same as with looking at pictures. One must, without doubt, without hesitations, with assurance, admire what is beautiful. I want to touch people with my art. I want them to say, "He feels deeply, he feels tenderly." I wish they would only take me as I am. Let us keep courage and try to be patient and gentle. And let us not mind being eccentric, and make distinction between good and evil. In the end we shall have had enough of cynicism, skepticism and humbug, and we shall want to live more musically. Art is to console those who are broken by life. Close friends are truly life's treasures. Sometimes they know us better than we know ourselves. With gentle honesty, they are there to guide and support us, to share our laughter and our tears. Their presence reminds us that we are never really alone. If I am worth anything later, I am worth something now. For wheat is wheat, even if people think it is a grass in the beginning. There is peace even in the storm. Admire as much as you can. Most people do not admire enough. I am still far from being what I want to be, but with God's help I shall succeed. Do not quench your inspiration and your imagination. Do not become the slave of your model. I will not live without love. Success is sometimes the outcome of a whole string of failures. I can't change the fact that my paintings don't sell. But the time will come when people will recognize that they are worth more than the value of the paints used in the picture. I long so much to make beautiful things. But beautiful things require effort and disappointment and perseverance. To suffer without complaint is the only lesson we have to learn in this life. Your profession is not what brings home your weekly paycheck. Your profession is what you're put here on earth to do, with such passion and such intensity that it becomes spiritual in calling. Only when I fall do I get up again. It is a pity that, as one gradually gains experience, one loses one's youth. One must work and dare if one really wants to live. Don't lose heart if it's very difficult at times. Everything will come out all right and nobody can in the beginning do as he wishes. As we advance in life it becomes more and more difficult, but in fighting the difficulties the inmost strength of the heart is developed. What color is in a picture? Enthusiasm is in life. Seek only light and freedom and do not immerse yourself too deeply in the worldly mire. How rich art is, if one can only remember what one has seen. One is never empty of thoughts or truly lonely, never alone. The victory one would gain after a whole life of work and effort is better than one that is gained sooner.